Hello, folks. It's Friday. I'm very excited about that. And I'm done with work for the day, so here we go with muting my Twitch first. And fair warning, I did not do anything with Octopath last night after I got off between the time I got from there and Shack because I was putting together that puzzle. And I put it together in a matter of like 2.5 hours. I finished it after Shack. And we're just going to do Haunted today. I had a feeling that was going to be the case, but I will make sure I grind to get Cyrus up to the current level that he needs to be. So, here we go. That's kind of loud on my end. If it's too loud for you guys, let me know. I want to take a stab at the Archmagus again, because Ryan Craig was telling me that his crew was in the mid to low 50s and he was able to do it. Now, I haven't touched it since I was like little early 50s with Haunted and stuff. Shoot. I want to do that really quick because I know that I'm going to probably get through Haunted pretty quickly. But we'll do Haunted. We'll do Haunted's first. Haunted's 38. We'll just do Haunted's first. And then we will go into the Archmagus. I'm going to switch out for Ulbrich, though. You know what? Little Cyrus. It could be good for him, but he's just not... I just don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's strong enough. So let's trade out for Ulbrich. I'm going to change the equipment, too. Remind me to give him back his hunter job because I had it on Primrose. Let me go ahead and do that because I need to optimize equipment for that with it. Alright, we'll go back to just do equipment. Optimize again. And we're going to give him some accessories. I want him to have the HP, physical attack up, and the HP up. Alright. Let's, well, we should probably talk and get the story started, shouldn't we? Whoops. I've been doing a really bad job of exporting everything out after I'm done to YouTube. I gotta do that this weekend. I gotta catch up on that. Following her master's trail, Haunted made the long journey to Snowguard. There she talked to Natalia, who had been friends with Zanta. Following Natalia's clues, Haunted found her master in the forest. Except he had been petrified by the beast called Red Eye. Hey, Pippa. You wanna help Mama play the game? Haunted forgives this old man for not keeping his promise, the last words he wrote before the curse stilled his hands. In the same note, he told Haunted to find a woman named Susanna. She is a seer, he wrote, and perhaps she can help. And thus does Haunted arrive in the frozen village of Stillsmire. What is it? You're meowing a lot. She thinks it's... When I sit in this chair, she thinks it's about time to start eating. By the spirits, the snow falleth deep here. Ooh, Linda's excited about something. Happy kitty. Oh, she just likes the snow. Mm-hmm. What is it, Lind? 'Tis not like thee to frolic as a kitten. Cute. But then thou art a snow leopard, art thou not? Speaking of snow leopards, hey baby Pippa. This is my little Pippa. Hey baby. Did you just want to say hello? You say hello to everybody? She's been purring and rubbing on me all day. She's a good girl. Woo! Weight shifting. Pippa, are you a snow leopard? Say, not quite, Mommy. I'm just a house kitty. Alright. Come on, you. You gotta get down for me. Thanks, Button. You gonna get down? Oh, she's licking the condensation off of my cup as she does pretty much every day. Benji, what's up, dude? She's my hippopotamus. And I have another girl named Ella, and her name is Elephant. Get it? For thee, arriving in this white wasteland is like a homecoming. Cutie. They're like, oh my god, it's a kitty.
Woohoo!
Party, I ain't never seen a snow leopard that big before. It doesn't bite, does it?
Cheerily.
Fear not, young ones. Linda's with me. She is a gentle creature. She will do thee no harm.
Really?
She's yours? Funny sort of pet, ain't she? Linda's not a pet. She's a pet. Are you kidding? What up, Josh? Hey! You kind of got downtime before Smash, huh? Smash Cast coming on in an hour, and so I think I'm gonna be done with everything by then, just so I can pop over there. She's my companion, my friend. Friends, you say, just like us then.
Yep.
I gotta update my Nightbot and stuff, and I gotta update, like, I got the Facebook and I got the Instagram, and I gotta update everything this weekend. Her fur's so soft.
Whoa.
And warm too.
So,
Tell me, children, doth a woman by the name of Susanna liveth here? The old lady?
oh yes.
The old witch, you mean? Aye, we know her. Who doesn't?
Now
I
then.
see, and where might I find her?
Oh.
See that house with the red roof over yonder? No, not really. Oh, well, they're gonna show it to me. That one. Yes, I do. Do. Yes, I do. That's the old witch's place.
I see.
Thank thee, children.
Bye.
Of course, say hello to the witch for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Lind. Meow, meow. Lind's like,
Oh.
there are kids petting me. Oh, you really do, Josh. It's so good. I wanna try and have it done. I'm gonna be streaming. Well, Brian and I are gonna be playing Overcooked this weekend, and on top of that, I downloaded Okami, and I would like to play that. I've never played it before. And then Little Dragon's Cafe comes out at the end of this month, like August 28th, I think, and that is just gonna suck up all my time. And I'm gonna be streaming that. So I want to try and get everything done before then. Best come in with me then, before they returning with more friends. Oh, she didn't like the attention. She's just like, don't pet me, please. Travel banter. Really? Alright. Lind is popular with children, isn't she? Yes, in our village, the younglings oft played with her. Played with her? Playedy with her? Good lord. Lind seems to enjoy the games as well. Nothing warms the heart quite like seeing children smile. Lind is most proud of her fur. She liketh nothing better than to be stroked and groomed. I can see that. Of course, the children like it also, to bury in themselves in her thick, warm coat. Hey, what up, Joel? Yes, what is it? Do you think Lind would snap at me if I stroked her? Aw, Ophelia is so cute! Of course not. Wilt thou? Would I ever, once the children have had their turn, of course. Then by all means. Aw, I want the kitty. Can I snuggle the kitty too? You know how I am about cats. I gotta snuggle the kitty.
Good day.
I can't figure out what I have to do with the girl with the song and stuff. This side quest, a lot of them, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. Probably walkthroughs and stuff. Team Ophi, huh? I am personally like a huge Haunted fan, just because she has a kitty and all that jazz. What's up, Joel? How are the puppies today? When do you start school back? Next week? There's a crowd. It's gonna be like Monty Python. It's like, burn the witch!
Listen up.
She floats, she's a duck. Oh, grumpy. Oh no. But they're so old and gentle. Oh, y'all don't start back until later on towards... Yeah, that's about close to when my friends up north start back. But you know, in the south, they just are like, go back in July. my alma mater starts back this coming Monday. So all the kids are moving in this weekend.
Oi!
I implore you, pray open the door. What's going on here?
A pox on them!
God's teeth, man. Get out of my way. Whoa.
Tja, what the?
Yeah, wretched. I don't even think that's a word, but okay. Apologize at once.
Oi!
Can't wait to play Monster Hunters. Monster Hunter. What's G? Ultimate? I'm just not a Monster Hunter fan just because I like the idea of it. It's just I'm not one of those people that likes to kill things for sport and then like use its hides and just like even if it's a game, it just kind of doesn't sit well with me. But I heard that Monster Hunter Stories is more like a Pokemon collect-a-thon game, like you collect the monsters. And so I've been told to get that one for the 3DS. I own all the amiibo. I imported them from Japan, but I'll have to get it eventually. You won't get no apology out of Alec. You don't talk to none. You don't talk none.
Honestly?
Limp away. Has he lost his tongue?
No.
That's mean. Nay, it's just Susanna that does the talking for both of them.
Tja.
Oh,
Kitty lying down like it is snowy and I like it. Stop, man. Susanna's minder looks after her and keeps the riffraff from bothering her, as you might have noted. Twitch breaking. Oh no.
Truth is.
His name's Alec. She took him off the streets when he was a wee sprout.
Aye.
Saved his life, she did. He's been with her ever since.
could that mean?
Old women aren't commonly in need of a bodyguard. They are when folk from far and wide come flocking to have their futures told. Fame don't sit too well on her, considering how little she cares for company. Surely she doth not refuse with every visitor.
Right.
Bit of funny one, ain't it? Seer who can see the future clear as day, but don't tell no one what she knows. Alec turns them all away, and no amount of begging or beseeching makes one difference.
Ah, yes.
Every now and then a fool tries to get rough with Alec, but not as oft as not ends up with only a cracked skull for his trouble. And it's like,
Curses.
finding her was easy, but talking to her may prove it's more difficult. Curses. Curses! Yo, dude. Oh, I gotta provoke him? More banter, hold on. So what's the plan? Something tells me a simple pretty please isn't gonna work. Truth be told, I do not know. I wonder if this stubborn oaf has any weaknesses. Weaknesses? We all have them after all. Even thou, Therion? Since when are we talking about me? Ah, so thou dost. If you're going to be like this, you can forget about my help. My apologies. We were discussing the bodyguard. Hard as it may be to believe, I've known my fair share of big burly types who were spooked by beasts. Beasts, thou sayest. No promises that this one's the same, of course, but it's worth a try, wouldn't you say? 'Tis curious advice, but I shall consider it. Alright. Is there a save thing aside from at the front? Oh, I'm just gonna go for it. It shouldn't be that difficult. Oh yeah, I've beaten level 10s already.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
Alright, please hopefully
Let
have
the hunt beginneth.
the sword or the pike. Alright, the sword. Sweet, we're good.
Let the hunt beginneth.
This might take a little bit just because Lynn is pretty weak and I don't tame monsters as a regular thing. I should, but I just prefer to get the XP from them.
Let my
I think you do. I did like Brigand Bones. He's probably been one of my favorite captures just because he wails on people.
Let the hunt beginneth.
What's recruiting?
Let the hunt beginneth.
Or you mean just bringing on monsters? Ooh, my neck and back. They just keep cracking. I really need to get an OPC, Josh. I should probably be getting one sooner than later. Just because I love having neck and back support. What the heck was that?
Letting the hunt.
She hit him twice because he hit her twice. That's awesome.
What next?
I gotta add Instagram and Facebook and YouTube into my group of stuff on Nightbot, and I need to make a list. I really need to make a list. I love making lists, guys. Lists are like... I'm such a freaking nerd. I just love making lists.
Letting the hunt begin.
Y'all should see my spreadsheets too. I love Excel spreadsheets. I have a collection list going. One side of it, or the first one, is ones that I'm looking for, all with the dollar amounts, going prices that are like based on Price Checker and eBay and stuff. And then the second tab is my current collection and their current prices. And it's all sorted by console or handheld game. And then plush, puzzles, figures, and then other stuff. I keep the one for my collection for insurance purposes because I really need to get good homeowners insurance. He's a man grown but still a boy within.
Be a dear, Hannett, and have Linda carry the poor fool within.
Linda. Okay, Linda.
He'll be catching his death of cold lying out in the snow like a log.
She's like, you know me, huh?
How dost thou knowest my name? That's what you want to ask, isn't it? I'm a seer, remember? Possessed of the all-seeing eye. Or so they say.
Ooh, I like her.
And thou art an oracle. Truly, thou will be able to help.
Poppycock and nonsense is all it is.
Poppycock?
A hunter from the woodlands who communes with the beasts. Not a common sight in these parts. The only one who might fit that description is that hobbledehoy, Xanta. Him or his prentice, Hannett of the Darkwood.
I've always said if I could choose my own superpower or whatever, it would probably be teleportation. Simply because I can't stand traveling, and if I could just pop myself somewhere without, you know, literally like sleeping in 5 minutes before I have to go somewhere, throw on my clothes and put on my makeup and stuff, and then pop myself where I need to be, that would be just freaking awesome.
Your age, your snow leopard, your garb. Simple deduction, my dear.
She's like a
The
mentalist.
trick is to say what you know, and nothing more. And let the gullible fill in the details.
She's a smart cookie.
That's all Susanna's
Speaking of
famous
cookies.
all-seeing eye is, in the end.
Guys, we went to the mall last week, and my husband has had this kick for Great American Cookies for the longest time, but we're on a diet. And every time we go we went to the mall, he's like, I wonder if there's Great American Cookies here. And I'm like, oh my God, Brian, Jesus. Like, what is your deal with the Great American Cookies? And then we passed it, and they've got like these new things that's kind of like, they look like macaroons, but they're cookies with like icing in between them. And I was like, this is just sinful. We have got to get away from this place. So if I could have a cookie, that would be great.
Well, disappointed to learn I'm just a fraud?
But go on.
On the contrary, now I know I can trust thee. If thou speakest the truth about this, then surely thou wouldst not speak false of aught else.
Fair befall you, but that Zonta lad raised a clever apprentice, and that's the truth. Now, why don't you tell me why you're here?
Oh, bless you.
But first, let's go inside, shall we?
I like that. Just from a
Seems
sneeze.
that would be for the best.
What do you mean, like the little like things that go back and forth?
That young master of yours has managed to get himself into a right mess.
That's kind of like an anime thing when they're showing like laughter or happiness. The stars mean they're knocked out, and then like if you ever see a sweat drop, it means they're nervous or they're just like good grief. And then if you've ever seen the ones where it's like an X but there's like space in between, it's supposed to be like a vein that's popping in your head, meaning you're like really angry.
Mistress Susanna, canst thou help in him?
Just an anime thing. I've been watching anime since I was very young.
There is one way.
Today I
truth.
learned.
Truth? Ah, now that's a word. You said you trusted me, remember?
If there is the slightest chance of lifting that curse, I will trust whomever I need to.
Whoa!
Milady?
She like jumped.
Gods take my eyes if that fool hasn't raised a strong and brave young woman. I'd scarce believe it if you weren't standing here in front of me.
I learned from his example, the good and the bad.
Is that so? Can't imagine that would work, but the world is full of wonders at that. Isn't that so, my dear?
It is.
Who's that said they don't like Haunted Story? Benji? I like it a lot.
I am prepared for any trouble.
What's up? Joel just tweeted or retweeted my thing. I got that buzz. I was like, what's that?
There is but
Dude.
one way to turn stone back to living flesh. And that is to slay the beast that wrought the curse.
I had feared as much, but it shall be done.
Stay, child. I'm not finished yet. Did Santa forget to teach you patience?
No, because I have that as a skill.
My apologies.
If you try to fight the beast as you are, you'll only meet the same fate as your master. And what good will you be to him then?
But I must...
What you must do first is find the means to protect yourself from Red Eye's lethal power. Tell me, dear, have you heard of the plant called Herb of Grace?
Never.
Long ago, there was a beast in these parts too, what turned men to stone. Folks here soon learned that Herb of Grace could ward off the magic. I reckon it should be effective against Red Eye as well. Herb of Grace grows in a forest so thick there are few ways in. I'll send a Layak ahead to show you the entrance to the trail.
Layak. I just thought it was Alec.
But know that the forest is a perilous place, and home to many frightful beasts. You want to prepare well before you venture in.
I shall. Thank thee, milady.
It is my pleasure, dear. In a strange way, that Xanta boy was like a son to me. A vexing, wayward one, but a son all the same.
Carry on my wayward son. She said wayward and son in the same sentence. I had to do it.
With you being his prentice, it rather makes you my grandchild now. And what kind of a grandmother would I be if I refused to lend you a helping hand?
Master and I are both in thy debt.
Is there anything else that I can do, like, in terms of stealing and stuff? I think I've pretty much cleaned this place out. I know I haven't done all of the inquiries with Alphen or whatnot, but I will eventually. Is she hanging out over here? I can't do anything to her there. Okay. Oh. I keep turning that thing off. I've been here before. And I remember that there was like that, oh, I need to put evasive maneuvers back on.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
I got better things to do too. I'm just gonna sweep from these guys and put evasive maneuvers back on for Therion. Jobs, skills, equip, and we'll put. And I'll just put SP Saver on when we're doing the boss. I love this blue overcast in this place. This makes me want to go play Breath of the Wild just because I love the snowy regions. This is colder here too. The wind cutteth to the bone.
Come on.
This way.
Now then.
A trail! A secret path only the mistress knows. It leads straight to the heart of the forest. Out here the snow never melts. It covers landmarks and makes every direction look much like the other. The herb of grace grows somewhere deep in the forest. But be wary, many dangerous fiends lurk within. That is why Susanna keeps the knowledge of this path secret. So thou dost speak, and as well as any man. He's like, I'm blushing. Only when I have something to say.
Thanks be to thee.
With that, will that more people in this world follow with the same principle? Go carefully. I have not seen Susanna look so happy for many a year. Pray return safely that you might bring her more joy. Aww.
Thou hast my
I
thanks.
shall. I owe her that much and more. I will prevail. I shall prevail. Alright, I didn't get to save back there, so I'm gonna go. Returning to the area to save. Oh, he's still hanging out there. I think after this I should be able to easily take on the what you would call it? Archmagus? And maybe I'll try my hand at the others. Alright, I'm just gonna go around and look for treasure chests as I typically do. I like to just get all the chests from an area.
Come on, I've got
Mushrooms covered in ice.
Come in, if thou darest.
The only reason I'm not doing any of the battles is because these guys are high level enough for the boss, and I am just trying to get some treasure here. Ah, there we go. Purple one right here. 15k. I haven't heard what the currency is aside from leaves.
Standest thou
people call
against
that
me? Then
paper
be
money a
hunted.
lot of places.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Why am I having like indigestion all of a sudden? It's not a good thing. All I had was a piece of pita bread, an apple, and piece of pita bread, an apple, and a couple of chips. So I shouldn't be like hurting for any reason, but I am. Ooh, look at that dragon! I want to capture that. Frostwing serpent. Oh, that's not near as cool.
Coming, if that. I will cut it in two.
I'll do my best. The winds of fortune!
Coming.
Oh, it's a weakling.
The battle is truly
Has a wind attack though.
I am not made for such battles.
She says she's not made for such battles, but I beg to differ. She's really good. Alright, that's the place that I gotta end up. Go back. There's a treasure chest over there. Should have gotten all the places here. So let's go up here and save. Put evasive maneuvers off and SP saver back on for Therion. Make sure everybody's leveled up. Or healed up, I meant. Cool! A patch
The Herb of Grace. This is all I need.
Cool! This is like old school bosses on Super
A
Nintendo,
dragon.
man.
This place is a dragon's lair? I have heard the legends, and Master's tales too. But to see one in the flesh,
It's okay, you got this,
I
girl.
scarce imagined this day would cometh. But cometh it has.
Girl, you got this. We cool, we cool.
yes.
so
Did
little!
I ever tell thee about the time I went dragon hunting in the Clifflands?
She's like, you liar. 4 times now. And the tale getteth longer with each telling.
No, she was a
Is
snarky
that so?
thing.
I suppose each time I remember more of the thrilling details, eh?
Master, this world is not big enough for all the giant beasts thou hast huntedest.
Thou believest me not, and yet I really, really did.
Really did. Cute. Aww.
What in the... Stop in this!
Aww.
Why? Do I smell so foul?
'Tis not thy smell.
Oh, art thou blushing? Do I embarrass the... Oh,
She smacked him.
Don't been a fool.
She's so precious. I just want to cuddle her. She's so cute.
if thou insistest. But listen, my girl. Hunters fighteth many kinds of beasts, some so wondrous and astounding thou canst scarce imagine them. When thou art older, thou too will have tales that no one will believeth. But thou must still keepst them.
Keepst.
Some will haunt thy dreams, some will maketh thee snorten with laughter whenever thou recallst them. But let me tell thee this, Honnet.
What is it, Master?
Even when thy tale is so improbable and fantastic that not one man thinketh it the truth, thou canst tell it to me, and I will believe every word.
Every word.
Thou shalt hear in this tale, master, over and again, until thou beggest me to stop, just as thou didst to me. Then
Frickin' awesome sprite.
Let in my arrow.
Alright, let's see what we can hit it with. I'm gonna try polearm.
Out of my way.
Dagger.
Victory shall be mine.
Broadsword.
I will not be defeated.
Meaning, we got bow, and we got axe. Whoa!
My turn.
What? How long is he gone, and when does he come back? Benji, you didn't tell me about this. This is not good.
Ice.
My turn now. The wind is coming.
Alright, so maybe lightning.
Coming, if thou darest.
Use this, 'cause I know it's an axe. There you go. Take forever to come back? Great. Ugh.
Let's do this. Ice.
My turn now.
Let's try, light.
Oh, sacred light.
Nice, I got all 5. Okay, good.
What next?
That's not good.
What? Here I go. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Let in my arrow fly and true.
Oh, he's back.
Coming, if thou darest.
I'll do my best.
Victory shall be.
Let in my come. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I need to get a 99999 thing on her.
My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Why is this weaker?
Well then,
Just gonna do regular, 'cause
may the sacred flame shine forth.
if we need to heal, I'm gonna let her have multis.
Out of my way. Let's do this. Time to steal the show.
Let the hunt beginneth.
Now then.
I will not be defeated. Oh, sacred light.
Victory shall be mine.
What next? Raining arrows up on.
Well then,
ice.
Coming.
The battle is truly joined.
I'll do my best. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Now
Letting my arrow fly and true. Raining arrows up on me.
I think Goldberg might do it here.
my blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Ooh, not quite. Hana will do it though.
Letting my come. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Yeah!
I honor thee, my quarry.
Good job, guys. See, I told you that wasn't going to take long for us to do Hana.
Is it so?
Uh-oh. Wolvies.
Come in, Linda. Not yet.
Wow. Meow.
Found the herb, did you?
Thou waited for me? Susanna only asked thee to show us the way in.
I have my own mind. A man can tarry where he likes, can't he?
Of course he can.
Anyway, I'm done tarrying. Suppose I'll go on ahead.
I most appreciate your concern.
He's like, a woman!
Well, I just...
Oh my god, a girl talked to me up close. Oh my god, what do I do? Linda's like, that was mean, mommy.
What a strange man.
Alright, made it. Ooh, travel banter first.
Ho ho!
So, a dragon. As a boy, I heard many a tale of dragons and the valiant knights who vanquished them. And yet I thought the age of dragons was long past. Never did I imagine I would set eyes upon such a beast. Master saith he once hunted a dragon, if only the once. Now that is a tale I would very much like to hear. If that is thy wish, but knowest thou that Master's stories grow and more fanciful with every telling? He suddenly recalleth that the dragon can speak, or weaveth dreadful magic, or burned the company of knights with one breath, or smashed the castle walls with a single fell blow. Yet still, he doth barren scars on his back from the dragon's claws. They at least aren't true, if little else of his tale. I see. Then you and he have accomplished the same mighty deed. Yes, though he hath many faults, I cannot deny he's a great hunter. But now it is as if I have stepped out of his long shadow to stand alone in the sun. You have lofty goals, I can see that, but you are one step closer to them now. Alright. Guess what? I did it!
Oh?
There she is. Found the Herb of Grace, did you, child?
I'll do what I can.
Here, give it to me. It needs to brew for a spell before it'll work right.
Thou hast my thanks.
The...
And then?
So, how did it feel to slay your first dragon? You know what? She's like, yeah, there's an herb in the forest. There's plenty of plants in the forest, yet she did not tell her exactly what it looked like or any of that. She's probably like, yeah, it's the only live one out of all the stuff that's dead in the snow. What if she got the completely wrong thing? Thou knewest it was there? Listen, dear, if you couldn't slay that dragon, you wouldn't have a cinder's hope in a blizzard of surviving an encounter with Red Eye. Thou art not a woman to coateth her words in sugar, art thou? I've never seen much point in it, my dear. Now, why don't you tell me about that dragon while we wait for the herb to brew? As thou wishest. Wishest?
Indeed.
Well, I never. So tell me, dear, how does it feel to tell the tale?
Well,
I was never much for talking. It was Master who taught me how to weave stories. And that lad was tongue-tied, full in his youth as well. This and that, and he could scarcely put two words together. Surely he was not that bad.
Indeed.
Trust me, dear, what grain of eloquence he now possesses was drummed into him by yours truly. I'd think twice before you tell him your tale. He might be jealous to hear you speak so beautifully.
well.
'Tis true that he doth not enjoy being shown up in anything. Here you go. This should do the trick. You be sure to quaff it down in one gulp the moment the Red Eye's foul curse strikes you.
Thou hast my
Thank
thanks.
thee.
Oh dear.
Too soon for that. You can thank me once Santo's back to his old self again.
Understood.
Very well. Herb of Grace 10. Alright, so I guess I gotta use those for that fight. Head west out of town.
You are Honnet?
I am. And thou one of the Knights Ardent.
At your service. I bear word from Lady Eliza. It is about the fiend, Red Eye.
She hath found it?
Yes, near the desert city of Marceline. She awaits you there.
Then that is where I will go. Thank thee.
If you will excuse me, milady.
Taking your leave so soon?
That means Cyrus's must be in that far area up to the northwest that's in the same area as Honnet's house, or Honnet's village.
Yes, it is time. I apologize for any burden I may have caused thee.
My pleasure, dear. There's always room under this roof for my favorite granddaughter.
No.
The burden of family is no burden at all.
Thank thee. Looking after her, Alaic.
You don't have to tell me. That is my duty, and it will be done.
I like this
Indeed.
music.
Hannah, dear, for all your cleverness, you are as naive as a babe in the woods. You're a pretty girl. Not the beauty I was in my younger days.
Uh-huh.
But I will hold you up with my prattle no longer. Go in safety, my dear.
Thank thee. When the hunt is done, I shall return, and Master with me.
And so does Haunted Leaf still snow behind her. Her quest has now become a hunt. To save her master, she must slay the beast they call Red Eye. With this knowledge, she strides toward her next destination, the city of Marsalim, surrounded by the sand of the Sunlands. Right. What's that one called up here? I can't remember. Dusk Barrow. That's right. Alright, we're gonna go try and fight this Archmagus to get the job. Arrgh. Meow, what is it? Nothing? I don't believe that. What are you doing? She's talking to me. Hey, are you a good girl? Yeah, you are. Sweet Pippa. That's a good girl. Do you love coming in here and sit with Mama? Rubs. Rubby, rubby, rubby. You wanna take a nap? Lying in the sun. That feels good. Pippa, 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 Pippa. Pippa, 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 Pippa. Oh yeah, I gotta change the skill on Therion really quick. Just to get over there. Hey, you gonna get up here so you can get on screen? Meow.
This battle is truly joy.
She tips me back. She's a good girl. What are you doing? Hi. Thank you. You're so sweet. Love you. She's a good girl. Pippa, 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 Pippa. Peep pop. I make purr noises, and she loves it. You getting a bath? Rolling over on your back. Hey.
Then be hunted.
Hey, Nugget. Oh my goodness. You're so cute. Alright, I hope I don't do this for 40 minutes again and then just die like I did last time. I'm like over 10 levels higher than, or maybe about 10 levels higher than what I was. Equipment, skills. Meow. You little goober. Alright, I've seen this cutscene like 4 times now. Or I've read that 4 times, I mean.
If thou art ready, then so am I.
Out of my way.
Witchery.
Well then.
Victory shall be mine.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Victory shall be mine. Watch my blade dance.
My turn. Ice.
My turn. A wind is coming.
Coming, if thou art near. Watching my blade dancing.
Should have saved Ophelia's stuff.
The battle is truly joined.
Out of my way.
Death.
Coming, if thou darest.
My turn now. Let your wounds be healed.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
My turn.
Death. The battle. Out of my way.
I'll do my best. Bring about the miracle of healing.
There we go.
My turn.
Victory shall be mine. Watch my blade dance.
What? I'll do my best. Oh, sacred light.
Coming, if thou darest.
Now
Letting the hunt begin.
I'll not be defeated.
Good.
victory shall be mine. Rain arrows upon them.
I'll do my best. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Out of my way. Fight!
Nugget.
Coming, if thou darest.
Damn!
All right.
I'll do my best. Bring about the miracle of healing.
Coming, if holding back nothing. Cowering before the Huntress.
I'll do my best. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Out of my way. Let's do this! Time to steal the show.
What are you doing?
Have at it! My blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
What next? What next?
Have at you!
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Out of my way.
Now then!
Letting the hunt begin.
I'll do my best. A wind is coming.
Let's do this!
Have at you! Have a taste of this!
Letting my arrow fly and true. Lightning, done my bidding.
Witchery!
I will not be defeated.
So it's either darkness or ice.
Coming, if thou darest.
Jeez.
My turn now. Take this.
Ice.
Coming, if thou darest. Trying this.
Here, I'm down. Crap.
Victory shall be mine! Use this!
Letting my arrow fly and true.
This sucks. Great. I made it longer the last time. I wasn't paying attention. I need to heal with every chance I get Ophelia. This is bullcrap. Hey, baby. Make sure I got everybody on the right thing.
What is it?
Maybe I give these guys some elemental things. Yeah? What are you doing? You're being silly. You're being so silly right now. She's rolling around just like trying to get her tail. Alright, so like what did I have for reduces? Greatly reduces. Alright, so let's get everybody one of these. I mean everybody except I don't want silence or I don't want silence or terror. Ooh. Yeah. What is it? Alright, we're gonna try that. Go back here and save. Oh yeah. Yada 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 yada. Shut up.
Come in then, if this beest thy will.
The battle is truly which way?
I'll do my best.
Heal no matter what.
Let your wounds be healed.
What next?
I died already. I finished Haunted. I died once, but I gave them some elemental charms or whatever. Protect them against elemental defense or whatever. Greatly reduces fire damage taken for 3 of them. I don't want Ophelia to be silenced or doomed or terrorized or whatever they call it in this one. So I gave her an anti-silence and anti-doom charms, accessories, whatever.
Letting the hunt begin.
Terror and silence, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna keep attacking them right away.
Well then.
I've got on the heels right now, so...
Letting my arrow fly.
I forgot about the leg hold thing. Alright. When he comes back, I forgot about leg hold. That's how I got so far the first time.
How about you?
I forgot about that. Luckily I didn't get too far in. I think it was like 10 minutes into the fight and then I died. Maybe even not 10 minutes.
Come in, if thou darest. Better than a snare.
Now then. Out of my way. Fight.
My turn now.
120k plus.
Prepare yourself. Bring about a miracle of healing.
hunt's
Dude,
beginning.
I've got a backlog so crazy, it sucks. It just sucks. Alright, let me throw some well, I'll throw Chase.
I'll not be defeated.
Now that Ophelia's healed everybody up, I'll throw poison on him.
Take this.
Didn't work.
My turn. Victory shall be.
There we go, break. I know, 2 weeks until Little Dragon's Cave, dude. Air Cafe. I'm so excited. Hey, you're so sweet. Thank you.
I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
Letting my air. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I need to put that thing on her.
Victory shall be mine. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I'll do my best.
What am I doing? Just not paying attention.
Take this.
There we go.
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Letting the hunt begin. Better than a snare.
What is it?
Letting my arrow fly and true. Raining arrows up on them.
Out of my way. Ice. How about you?
Hey, Ella. I'll do my best. Take this.
Again.
What next? Come. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Victory! My blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
I'll do my best. Oh, sacred light.
Out of my way.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Using this. What next? Better than a snare.
Well then,
Fire. I remember this now. This one's fire.
take this.
The battle is truly joyous.
Nice.
Have a taste of this!
Come in, if thou darest.
Welcome back. I haven't died yet. Yet being the operative word. I don't have much poison dust, that's the problem.
Trying this.
The battle is truly joined. Have a taste of this!
I'll not be defeated. Take this!
Oh, significantly less damage with the fire amulet. Holy
Let
crap.
my arrow fly and
Did
true.
you see that? He was hitting 4s and 5s on me. Sweet. I'm gonna leg hold trap him again here.
Better than a snare.
The battle is truly joined. Have a taste of this!
And here I go! Bring about a miracle of healing!
Come in, if thou darest. Come in. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I gotta get her this time. She's too strong.
Now then, my blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
My turn now. Take this!
Very hit or miss.
I'll do my best.
What you doing?
Letting my arrow fly and true.
The battle is truly joined.
My turn.
Oh crap, I didn't leg hold.
What next?
This isn't a chapter boss. This is the 4 later oh, I got lucky here. He gave me the patience thing and I get to do this now. This is one of the 4
Come in, if
extra
thou darest.
jobs that you can get in addition to the 8 that are already there. But you have to battle for them. This is like the easiest one apparently.
My turn.
I'll do my best.
Trying to figure out which one it is.
Now then, out of my way!
Witchery.
My turn now. Take this!
Come in, if thou darest.
Have at you!
Oh, that was Ella. What was she doing? She's over there lying down now. No arrows.
Out of my way.
crap. If I don't get patience, I'm... Jeez. Okay. That doesn't look good.
Letting my arrows
Hit him.
Now then, my blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
Why is that so
I'll do
weak?
my best. Mother, prepare yourself. Oh, sacred light.
Dang.
What next?
Oh. She wants to get outside, huh? Some butts left. Kittens. I love kitty babies.
Holding back nothing. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Why has he gotten... Oh, did he have elemental augmentation? Oh, that's why.
Try this!
So weak to aside from the sword. Okay, that.
Victory shall be mine! Watch my blade dance!
That chair is terrible! Oh no, come on guys. Live. Live. We're just gonna do Rain of Arrows. Come on. Yeah, that elemental augmentation's what screwed me on that one almost.
Prepare yourself.
Feel more.
Bring about the miracle of healing.
What next?
Okay, they're going before, so I'm just gonna do the Rain of Arrows.
My turn.
Take this! Now then!
Coming, if thou dare. Come.
Am I out? Crap.
Come. Watching my blade dance.
What do this? Time to steal the show.
My turn now. Have this.
Do it again, Ophelia, because
Have this.
Out of my way. Now then, my blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
Coming, if thou dare.
I hate this crap. Oh, okay, good. Whew, I thought I picked the wrong element for a second. I was like, no!
High and true.
I was about to get really mad.
Better than a snare.
He's in the red again, guys. Knock on wood. Last time I said he was in the red and he killed me. Jeez Louise. I use the baby soul stones on them when they're like just getting the breaks.
I'll do my best.
Meow. Honey, I'm trying to get this finished before 5 o'clock so I can feed you on time and get to Josh's Smash thing, okay? I'm gonna do it, don't you worry.
Prepare yourself. Bring about the miracle of healing.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Trying this.
I'll not be defeated.
Has it? Yeah, both of mine have prepared me for having children, period. I love my baby girls. And I treat them so lovingly, and everybody's like, you're gonna be such a good mom. In general, for
Now
other stuff, like games, and I love sports and stuff, and I'm just kind of like a kid at heart. That's what people have told me, at least.
have a taste of this. Freeze.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Trying this.
Try this.
Break.
My turn now. Ah! Bring about the miracle of healing.
Have at you. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I'll do my best. Take this.
Don't poison them.
Letting my arrow come. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Out of my way. I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
The battle is truly joined. Out of my way.
Good. I love it. I love it. They did Bravely Default, and they've done this game, and I'm a huge fan of them.
The battle is truly joined.
Letting the hunt beginning. Better than a snare.
My turn now. A wind is coming.
It is.
What next?
I'd say so. You sell a million. You ship 1 million copies of it within, the first month. It's crazy. That's crazy.
My turn.
Well then. A wind is coming.
If I can get him to do his second serving, that would be fantastic right here. Dang.
Witchery.
Out of my way.
Good.
Now then. My blade is unbending.
Hoping this is the last
I
row
wreak
show
havoc
this
upon
round.
thee.
Because I'm just
Letting the hunt come.
close.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Well then.
I know, they take forever.
A wind is coming.
I do too. That's why I like them. A lot of people are like, I don't want to be wasting my time on boss fight. It's only a bad thing when it was like this time that I was under-leveled and I tried to go against him and I got him into the red and he was almost dead. And I'd spent 45 minutes on it and then I got wiped. My party just got wiped. It was terrible. I did it! Woo! She just did one little thing! Yeah, baby! Woo! Ah! I'm so happy, finally! Look at that cash! That XP! How do I clip? I don't know. I get so excited with games like this. You should see me doing football games because I am out of my gourd. Sober, okay? The only thing is, for crazy games, like, not when we play cupcakes. Like, our first game is against Austin P, and I should be fine this year. But, like, during the SEC Championship, Rose Bowl, and the National Championship this past year, I had to take Klonopin while I was at the games. And before I was at the games too, just because I am a nervous frickin' wreck. But even then, I've still got nerves. It's just I don't have wanting to vomit nerves. Unto thee who's proven thy worth, I impart the lost secrets of the heavens. Yo, Benji, who do I give this to? Who's the best one to give it to? Secondary job. Let's see what everybody looks like, yo. Ooh. Planet looking fierce. I might give it to Therion. He looked pretty cool. Look at that. Get all of the stuff that he was using on, man. My ears rippling in. Sorry. My mage. So I've been using Therion as my mage, right? So do I give it to him? Look at all these job points obtained that I've got for these guys. Ooh, I need to give... Oh, he didn't even have the... Golly. I thought I had more for him than that. Oh, wow. They've just all got like that same cloak sprite. So you think Therion would be the best one for it? Not Cyrus. Okay. He's my mage. Let's give him all the cool stuff. Holy crap, look at the SP cost on this dude. I'm glad I got SP Saver for him. Alright, let's see what his skills are now. Augmented elements. No. Ooh, that's terrible. They're already so crazy. I don't know if I like any of those or if they're needed, you know? I do have elemental augmentation normally, so maybe I can switch that out. Increases it by 50. What's the other one? Whoops. It just says increases damage dealt by elemental attacks. So I'm gonna leave that one on, put that one on there instead. Alright. Very awesome. Very cool. while I'm at it, I need to give Haunette the surpassing power because she's hit 99999. 99999. No, she's hit 9999. Now she can hit 9999. Alright, guys. I have a sense of accomplishment from that. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I got on early. I'm gonna finish early today. Simply because I got Haunette done. And I got my Archmage thing. I need to go feed the cats and change their litter and stuff. And, Meow will kill me. What are you talking about? Yeah, oh, because I need to feed them? Yeah. They won't do that. They're too sweet for that. But I'm gonna go feed them, get the litter done, and then come back in time because Josh is about to go live at 5 o'clock for his Smash Bros. Cast this week. And I will be watching that, and you guys should too. I guess, is he on right now? Has he started already? I don't think he's on yet. So what? Here, I'm gonna BRB. You guys stick around. I'll be back. When Josh comes on, we're gonna raid him, okay? But I'm gonna BRB right now and just do the cats really quick. And I might have some time before then. But Josh starts at the top of the hour. So I'll be right back, okay? him back. I don't think he's gone up yet. I've gotten a notification. I have not. I am just really happy that I beat that guy finally. It's a good thing, yo. I wanna try out those skills while we're sitting here and waiting. Oh, check my Discord. 4K. Oh no. Did you seriously? Oh man. I'm gonna watch it really quick. I'm such a dork. I'm such a dork. My husband's gonna love that though. I wish I clipped the thunder. I don't know how to clip, but I should have done it because when the rainstorm happened the other day and the lightning came out and it scared me, I ended up making that video for it that's on my YouTube, but that was fun. Nice! You'll have to teach me how to do it. I have no idea. I'm just waiting for Josh to come on. He normally posts when he gets live, and they start over there at 2 o'clock on the West Coast, which is 5 o'clock for us. Let's go over here and see how this crazy new thing works. Oh, did I? I love SP Saber on, which is fine.
Let us fight with honor.
Very on.
Victory shall be mine.
Alright, let's try it. Oh, he's got every element in the book. Look at this. Holla at your boy. Alright, they're ice. 3 times each? 3 times each? Are you kidding me right now? Let's see what this does. Just a regular one. That's with SP Saver, dude. It's 36 for each. Oh my lord. I might need to give him more SP. I think the only thing I have is that 50 plus SP thing. I took that off of him though, I believe. Because I wanted to give him an elemental. Oh my heavens.
I will cut him.
I will not be defeated.
That's crazy. I gotta get the other 4. We're gonna try this again. I just want to see like how ridiculous this gets.
Tonight,
Oh no! Did you see that? He's a Bamf! Good lord! Oh my god! Alright, we tried it out. That's pretty frickin' awesome. If I do say so myself. Worth it. Those battles were worth it. I'm worried about the other ones though. That's freaking crazy. I promised that I would get Cyrus up to 40. He has to be up to 40 to go over here. or it says recommended level is 40, and I probably could carry him with the other ones, but he's only 34, and I just kind of, is he 33 or 34? I don't remember. I just kind of want to get him up to snuff, because apparently you gotta have all of your characters really well leveled in order to beat this game properly. There's a final boss that it switches between all of your characters, and I'm worried about that. What am I gonna do here? I guess I can pull Cyrus back up. I'm seriously just waiting for Josh to go live, and then I'm gonna retire into the other room. Play this portable. Let's grab Cyrus. He is 34. Alright, let's grab Cyrus. Equipment. I need to give him a job first. Hey, I like the thief job a lot. Hunter job's not bad either. I have used him so little that I haven't even gotten his regular job up. He looks like a gigolo for sure. Does he not? Alright. We'll give him that. I also want to change these back to what they were. I honestly can't remember. I need to get the max SP up to Therion though. That's what I'm talking about right there. She's good with both of those. Hana, I don't remember what I had on her. Well, let's change the empowering bracelet to the empowering necklace just because she's cool. She got a lot of HP. I feel like I liked that SPE automatic feature, but I think that wasn't a, that was a skill where it gave you SP after every turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I give that to my wimp. And I give that one to my wimp too. I'll give her the empowering bracelet back, or the empowering bracelet. Oh, there goes Josh. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. Empowering bracelet. Okay, y'all ready to raid? We're gonna go raid him. And I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Hopefully Overcooked will get here sooner rather than later. If it comes early enough tomorrow, I'm gonna be playing that tomorrow with my husband on stream. If it doesn't come, then it'll be on Sunday. So, thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for reveling in my accomplishments of getting Archmages finally. We're gonna go raid Josh. Here we go. You guys enjoy it. He does a Smash Bros show with a Nightcrawler every Friday, and they've always got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Josh, we don't curse on your show. Are you kidding me? Alright. Bye, guys!